That's 2 for 2. So we're in the correct spot. Cool. Okay, on down there. So what do we do today? I'm assuming it's recording. Yeah. Oh yeah. So today, it is Sunday. We're doing our Yarraville Western Maths class. And today we went through left side pass, right side underarm turn. I was really evil and I got you guys to do a whip and even a reverse entry whip. Do not stress if that reverse entry went completely over your head. Everybody actually did it and did it really well. But we will come back to it. Okay? Next time we do whips, which is probably next week. Otherwise, we might actually do push breaks next week because I keep not doing push breaks with you guys, and you do need to learn how to do them. So, left side pass. Sorry, and this is very lovely, Justine. And so left side pass is just 1, 2, triple step. So you guys all know how to do these. 1, 2, triple step, amazing step. So right side underarm turn. 1, 2, triple step. So we don't try to turn it either as the leader or as the follower. So the follower doesn't try to do anything really wonderful with that either. She just goes, I'm just going through, yeah. Because we want to make sure that our basic movement is this. Later on, that's Rosa! So later on, we want to have this, our right side underarm, nice and easy, because later on we want to be able to. If we make it too sudden, too quick, then we have less that we can change around and play with. Okay? Now, with our whip is just 1, 2, triple step. 1, 2, and an angle step. Now, with the whip, what I was looking with you guys, with the leaders in particular, I wanted to get you to start not thinking about I have to use my arm, because we never really want to pull with an arm. And to start thinking that it's actually my body moving that actually is the whip. That's my lead. My lead isn't actually walking down, doing a triple, like it can be, like especially as a beginner, it can feel like that to start with. But the way that we start making it feel better as a leader is, note my body actually starts moving backwards. And that's where the lead comes from. And then from here, when I step across, my body moves, keeps moving. So it's my body intention that is leading my partner in these steps. It's not me pushing, pulling with my arms. It's not necessarily me doing the correct footwork. Such that I could, it's very hard to do the incorrect footwork once you know what I can to do properly, but I could just go 1, 2, triple step, 1, 2, 1. And it still worked. I didn't do my footwork, but I did lead with my body. So I led with my body's intention. Now we did also do a reverse entry into the whip. So reverse entry. Now you can just do it this way, where we go 1, 2, triple step, 1, 2, angle step. But what I showed you guys was a method that's a little bit more obvious for the followers, where we use a prep. And when we prep, we go 1, prep, 2, triple step, 1, 2, triple step. Now, as a follower, you wanted to make sure that you settled back when you got caught. So 1, 2, settle it back, and then let it go. And so one of the big things that we want to start looking at with all of our steps is making sure that we move through the step. So instead of can you make it go step, hold, step, hold? Okay. So instead of doing, I'm just going to do 2. No, so I know you're all laughing there behind the camera, you're all laughing. So we want to actually keep moving through that whole thing. 1, 2, triple step, triple step. 1, 2, triple step, triple step. 1. So we're not actually stopping. We do, of course, we do stop in West Coast swing. It's part of some movements that we do. But for the purpose of our regular movements, especially our basics, really try to keep the movement going and it'll make everything smoother. Okay? And chins up, moves out, keep it upright. Try not to sink back down. Okay? Upright. And then we're also talking about rolling through the feet. We have talked about it before, so we want to make sure that when we lift the foot up, heel cuts at the knee, brings the heel up, toes the last thing, then it's the toes first thing, ball of the foot down into the heel. And we don't want to do Thunderbirds, okay? We actually want to keep it relatively steady, and so that it's actually down in the lower half when most of that's happening. So we roll through the feet, and we want to step forward so we don't want to lumbar. And if you've ever seen me walk down the street, you know I shuffle badly. So we don't want to actually just walk normally. We can, obviously, but to make it look nicer, we want to actually walk with purpose. And balance, walking. So the way that we measure that is we lift the knee up. Toe stays behind, the toe goes along the ground a little bit, and then we turn it to take a step. And we want to be really careful. And I'm going to go out of balance now, because it's slow. So slow. We want to be careful. Now, of course, we just speed it up. But it's a really good thing to practice. But we want to be really careful not to, and I have a very bad habit of doing it. You'll see it when I'm balancing and be like, that's that thing you told us not to do, we just did it. I'm still making sure that I do it myself properly as well. So we want to make sure that we're not flat-footed. So we want to be slightly nicer about it. We also want to try not to let the hips just stay, even when I'm doing my footwork, straight ahead. Yeah? So we want to look at getting the hips to relax. 1, 2, 3. My hip went. My hip went. So I'm not exaggerating it like we might do in like salsa or one of the Latin dances. So I'm not trying to go ha 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 ha. I mean we could. It looks pretty weird. For West Coast swing it look weird. Yeah. But just relax the hips. So just let them go. Like you normally do when you walk. You don't normally go, oh, I'm a robot, I'm a robot. Relax, let it go. So, you did amazing. I loved it. And, see you next week. Now, Monday, 1st of November, our Sundays are going to change, so we're going to do 3:30 is going to be raw beginners. I suggest everybody come to it, because it's going to be good to keep nutting out those basics. And then the focus is going to be at 4:30 for the hour. So really similar to what we already do anyway, because we already pretty much go, you know, we cover our basics and then we do a focus. So now we're just going to formalise it. Then we're going to do our social dancing afterwards. And of course, the first Sunday of every month, like today, we're going to go and have dinner. So let's go and have dinner.